And then I looked at the thing. I looked at the alert. I finally looked at the bell and it said, "You check that ban, check activity violates our system." I was like, "What?"
As we'll see, the USC Trojans.
No, I wasn't. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Well, you couldn't. You weren't responding to me, so that's when I noticed it. I was calling somebody out, and you didn't. Like I said, I didn't say nothing to get banned. I can hear y'all.
Clemson will boot it away to get this one started.
I gotta try to beat the shit out of this fool. I gotta try to beat the shit. Who you play in college, man? I gotta try to beat. Hey, Larry.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the
last time we put smut on your name. You over fucking Twins? You over fucking Twins? Devin and Don, you fucking Twins?
Out of the gun to give to the back.
God, you, that's like incest.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC.
First of all.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Wow.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long
I'm broadcasting
day.
if you want to watch it. I'm waiting on my YouTube app is downloaded.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Morris.
It's man to man. Why the fuck? How are you running so far behind?
Big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage.
Yeah, you don't do it. That's all Larry play. That must be your son over there playing that other game.
And that's why teams drill third down so much.
Split faction or whatever the fuck.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get
I'm like,
out.
I'm gonna send Larry an invite, but then I was like, wait a minute.
Would be
That was
proud
like Larry.
of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good run.
Oh, he wants it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Smashes through. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Labro, whatever it is.
Didn't impact the offense.
Yeah.
They're playing on the road.
I'm almost finished with it.
Third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
My good old trusty first play of the game, man. What you think? What do you think it's gonna be?
Offense set on first down. Tosses it back. Clemson jumps to the line. Back to the quarterback. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football.
Yeah.
Now they face third down.
I mean, I don't know what my tackles over there doing.
Convert here. That type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's it, fly. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of deep end, right? Like they're always open, aren't they? According to them.
Oh, my fault.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Getting some heat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You know,
I think he did a really good job.
press the P. This is what you do. This is what you do. You press the PS button and double tap square and see you to the check.
Don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
You probably didn't know that.
2nd down coming up.
You know what y'all know how to use?
He's looking to throw.
Fuck yeah.
Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson, great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
I couldn't talk. No. Like what I don't like about basketball is because you have to talk to 4 niggas. Like you can only talk to the people in your squad. Nigga, what is 32 on 32? I can't talk to nobody else.
And this ball looks like it just got away from him.
Wait, you got to push the button.
He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
No. I like building falling down the middle. On Battlefield, Lance died from everything you can die from.
So many different ways, and they do it so quick, so
shit, a fucking jet landed on this nigga.
They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
A tank spawned right on top of that nigga head.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out.
No, that nigga like we blow the whole building down.
Stopped at the 13.
Stop camping. Yeah, that stop you from camping, goddamn.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Well, they tried to play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass.
Okay, y'all on fucking one-play touchdowns. Man, that's crazy.
The quarterback's got to fake the handoff. The receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because
the team deathmatch is a bunch of camping. Like they took it to the extreme.
Dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where 3rd down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they can go out and have some
afterburners coming. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Now from inside the red zone. He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone.
The fact that my nigga tackled the running back is crazy.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
No, because they don't even let you know what you said. Like if they give you like, okay, you can't say this.
They'll send out the offense.
Like they
torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. It's complete along the side.
Oh, he's been banned before. No, he's been banned.
And it's a 1st down.
He just like they get me for 14 days. Cause you know what they used to say, like they used to get me for saying gay.
Defense might get bailed out here.
Like I got banned a lot on the last one.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's gonna pass. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one.
You should have a square drop.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A run for the quarterback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I got the money anyway.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's
No
not
such
the
thing.
biggest guy in the world.
Now when you're married.
Be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good
now when you're married,
job
that's the least.
schemed ways to get him out in more space.
Put it yours, yeah.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be
fortunate. What did I do?
Free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week.
You were raping the man.
They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Hey, bro, you might want to cover that, dude.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I was playing with people like that yesterday. I was like, I'm getting off again.
Moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense.
They're doing a pretty good job.
These quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for room. It's Lockhart. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st.
That's a damn shame. You gonna shoot Larry like that?
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go with a direct snap. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in.
That nigga like, you hear that beat, nigga? That's your ass. If you hear that beat, nigga, that means they looking at you.
Blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
What you trying to do? Why you ain't gonna cold blooded?
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now. I don't know if I'm moving that far. Stopped at the 9-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen.
What? Bro, why you jogging? Wait a minute. I don't like that animation. This nigga's running with the ball in front of you. You jogging. What the fuck is that?
Quarterback right out of central casting, and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit.
That shit is stupid, man. Like, why is this nigga jogging? Nigga do a screen pass on me, man. My nigga jog.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about
deep shot for the end zone. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone, but now you got 1st and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback.
Dang, that was that bad? Your height is bad.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He's looking to throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Tackle is made after the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Using his feet. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning.
Hold the block, sir.
Has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
What? Okay.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. He's got his man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side.
That's already hating on the Cowboys trade yesterday.
Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Bowling Green is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big.
Man, why y'all make your daughter take less money, man?
How about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
He get all he can get.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score. Every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He wants to pass it on second down. Hit as he throws. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions.
That nigga scared. He's so scared, Lance, that every time I score a touchdown, he comes out in a regular play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few.
Because he got to finish that challenge. He got to get 50 kills with that shit.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Near the sticks.
Get the fuck out of here.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's got his man.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using the quick game. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things
14 and a half is good as new.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Lockhart. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Yeah, my quarterback fast, nigga, and cool. This ain't college. I mean, you know, fair.
Focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. 2nd and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, that is not the 3rd down they were looking for. Going backwards now, big-time decision on 4th down.
No question about it. That can certainly rattle your resolve to go for the touchdown. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. He'll take it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And I love these goal-to-go situations. Give it to your QB. Don't do any of the read stuff. Don't do any of this stuff that takes time. Go now, get downhill, follow your blocks, and get in the end zone. Nice decisiveness by the QB.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge game.
He sat there and waited, hoping he would get open.
With how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense.
And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and The first play that can get you going, the QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Clemson is quick to the line. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. What a response.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. It's complete.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a
They'd have to make an exception for you to go to work, wouldn't it? I can't pay dues if I can't pay dues if I can't go to work.
Conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Tigers are rolling down the field. The give out of the gun. A 7-yard pickup.
But that's your job. That's money now.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call.
Nigga, he got to pay the dues.
The line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
That's a lot of them bitches expensive.
Down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its
Larry was over there.
And the Tigers line it up with a first and goal.
Switching and sweet nothings in them girls. See, you the type of nigga I told my daughter to stay away from.
On first down with the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just.
What happened to that boy? Did he go to prom with him?
Second down.
Get the quarterback.
Talking about the one that was in the car kissing.
Flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable.
Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended.
Hey, ain't no fucking going on over here.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there.
Well, she about to go to college, so you ain't gonna be able to control it.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
You get a birth control?
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their range, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Look, my daughter made it past me, so I'm good.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What are you trying to do with that, bro?
The number one job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my number one job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Yeah. I had to get my league back. Right. He just beat me in Madden, so I got to get my league back in college.
They line up after the break.
It's 42-14.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Locked down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He unleashes a long one.
Look at that.
That is his fifth interception.
Give me that.
He is not waking up from. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll be brought down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Wells. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw
y'all put 2K all the time.
There, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make it.
And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return.
Get the fuck out of here. This nigga. That's why I don't do this clock thing.
But the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs,
is today your brother's birthday, right?
Because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
You got the kid. You got him?
Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
You tore your meniscus or something?
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That ain't that tall.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense, because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points, and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this.
It's caught. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass.
Running back dropped the ball.
They have to find something new to kind of use this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. DB's right up on the receivers.
Nigga, you wake up like what? You like what the fuck?
Back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it.
You had to stay overnight, or it was in and out.
Down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Did they clip it off, or they
can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
Did they repair it, or they clipped it?
He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. Takes it.
I mean, they cut it off.
USC.
Yeah, like the torn part. The torn part, they got rid of it. And the long-term recovery is when they repair it.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass.
I'm gonna try to run the fake like I wasn't gonna do a fake.
Well short of the goal line as the fake didn't have a chance. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to
here we go with this bullshit. Can't kick the onside kick. My nigga didn't even go for the ball.
Possession right back.
This is new shit. You gotta sell it to Steph Rogan. Steph Rogan. You want to run? Last year, taking a run up here,
sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he throws another interception. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
You're going to be up there close to Larry, huh?
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got his man quickly.
Oh, no, that's the defense up there, so you ain't going up there close to Larry.
They need to move the sticks. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, going to the air. Dances away. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chain.
Hit him with the lateral movement.
How tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
He's looking to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll take over 1st and 10. 1st down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Morris. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I ain't even played Warzone yet. I'm banned. I'm cat banned.
They'll send out the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and see?
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders. A nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when we watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll get the two-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And he gets back on top of it and a first.
Yeah, I was going to say, get the fuck out of here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now on second down. The run from the shotgun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. USC. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
The catch is made, but he's beyond the sideline, so they'll turn it over on downs.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And they got him for the sack. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. When you hit this